Kia ora, it's Rosemary from the corner shop. I thought I'd show you how I make the new lines in the paddock for the beautiful flowers that grow up here. In there, they're my trusty little gardening tools, my kneeling mat, my, I don't know what you call it, scarifier, I call it my hen's claw, a little weed remover and a trowel. They're so useful. Here's some of the heavy black polythene I've cut into fairly wide strips, and that's what I use to minimise glyphosate killing the weeds off to start the lines. Here's one I've recently started. There's going to be a rosemary hedge, and in front of it the hydrangeas, gorgeous pink hydrangeas from a very talented lady in our district called Catherine Price, who has a business which is enabling us to reuse furniture. It's called Upcycled, and it's chalk paint. The grass here, this was just a paddock. The big brown patches, it's been very dry. Now, I'm absolutely hopeless at making straight lines, so I try to use old electric fence tape to give me some idea. This is going to be another rosemary hedge line, and where this morning I've just crawled along and hoed and scarified it. I can't even say that. Hoed and used the chicken's claw to make the soil able to be planted in. And here's the extension I'm going to put on this one. There's some plants or weeds growing under there, the paddock grasses, and under there they'll burn off in the summer sun, and I'll end up with something. I'll just take you down and show you. Hope I'm not wobbling the camera too much. It ends up like this, all burnt off and dry, and then I can take that dry off, loosen the soil, and then plant the hedging. Here's another one that I've done recently, and in here I've got the rosemary hedging I've grown from cuttings, and these gorgeous waving leaves or plants. Someone a year or two ago put out a whole lot of beautiful little purple iris on the roadside that we could take away, and I've split them up. They're not only beautiful plants and flowers, but they make the most fabulous seed heads for my dry displays or arrangements. Just walking past the beautiful big oaks in this corner of the paddock, and look, I've started here. Yes, there's the old overhanging barberry hedge. The sheep would have had a wonderful time under there. I've planted this with little, mainly what I hope are native plants. The rosemary's there, I use that for the flowers, but I've got some rewa and puriri, hebes, flaxes. I've bought one or two manuka from Lincroft nurseries, but most of the plants are self-set, and I've brought them over here to make what I hope is going to be this really lovely line, this shelter line, but of native foliage. Now, I've finished for the day. Oh look, there's my little box of, courtesy of one of the local supermarkets. The iris under there, I'm planting, they're the same as those lovely big ones. Here among the weeds, I've started another line, and they grew from seed from last year's iris. I'm going inside now. I've got so much other work to do, but I've finished weeding and making new lines for the today. Wherever you are, be safe and be kind, and we'll talk to you again from the corner shop. Aroha nui, kia kaha.